what you think.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We have two teams in today's game with plenty of confidence as they're riding big-time winning streaks. It's the Vikings going up against the Cowboys.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. David Irving in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A nice job of just sticking the helmet down 9 yards on the play, but still 3rd and 12 now. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Fresh set of downs here. Shift together here from the D-line. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. To throw is Garoppolo. Open here, Adam Thielen. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The play clock's running down. Again, it's Cook. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They'll run with Cook. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. They try again with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the fourth-year man from Texas A&M, Christine Michael. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
A second down throw for Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep to return it is Lucky Whitehead. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
Let's go! 3-19!
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. The left side caught by Diggs. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, but they've got a 3rd and inches coming up, trying to keep the chains moving. So still in search of the first down after that last completion.
Let's go! 3-19! Over! Set! 3-19!
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Now a give. Michael running left. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on the Pro Bowl guard from Notre Dame, Zach Martin. Second down, Prescott. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
First down, Garoppolo. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Let's go. All right, now look at 56. Over. All right, here we go.
Cook following the penalty, and he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off is J.J. Wilcox. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Prescott now, option right. They'll run here with Robinson, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Open receiver, that's David Njoku. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
First down, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Gordon. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now a handoff. It's Christian Michael. And some space here. Gets past him at the 10. And now running right through it. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Now that was a big run. It takes them all the way down to the 1-yard line, and that'll shake the confidence of any defense. So when they're looking for a little bit of support now, looking at their defensive coordinator, if I'm him, I dial up some pressure. I just go after him because otherwise you're still playing back on your heels, and that's not going to help your defense at all.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Alfred Morris, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there. Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question. Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Second down, 9 yards to go. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Now Mason. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy. Make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Let's go.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And pressure gets to him again. Randy Gregory. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the second quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Final play of the half, Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Second down, 8. Prescott now. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. A nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Prescott on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well. Not just play them strictly to run the football. They may be able to get downfield and catch it too.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. 10 more there and another first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Defense likely bringing pressure here. 3rd and goal from the 2. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will knot us up at 10. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative.
Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now a give. It's Michael fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Second down following the run. Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So they're operating in the red zone. A first down throw for Prescott. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. First and goal here from the 2. They come out here in the I. Toss play to Robinson. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Denard Robinson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Bailey now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go. Green 39.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second. Now, this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And he's got it to Hearns. There goes Allen Hearns. Touchdown, Vikings. Allen Hearns, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On the ground, it's Michael. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Prescott. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Everson Griffin. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him. The year. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give him 3 on the carry there. That sets up a long third down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The Cowboys on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever. Prescott from the gun. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Ben Gideon in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. This is brought in at the 21. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They go play action here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. Garoppolo now. On the screen, this is Mason. And he'll lose yardage on the play. Back at the 37-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And this one is right down the middle. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And now here come the Cowboys. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Second down, Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Prescott now from the 50. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. And he's got Snead. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Five yards to go for the offense. First down and goal from that 5-yard line. They'll try Michael on the right side. Oh, and now and he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Christian Michael, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And that will make this a 4-point game. Bailey now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. That'll bring up second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Over! Let's go! 3-19!
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Give. This is Cook. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Garoppolo to throw on second down. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jarius Wright, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. Prescott now on second down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Prescott to throw it. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. They needed 17, and they got 18. A defensive lapse there, and it's a first down. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They run again with Michael. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. And two big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. They go to Michael again. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On the carry, Michael. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And this offense on third down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took their shot at going for the win, didn't get it. Now bring on the field goal unit, tie this thing.
It's the right call. I truly believe that. But if I'm on defense, I'm also staying a little loose here in case they want to be really aggressive and fake it.
So now then, it's a big kick there to get this game back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal could still do you in.
Brandon, we're going to see right here. I would expect that after the kickoff, this offense is going to come out throwing. So those first few plays are going to be the key.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Here we go.
Garoppolo to throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a third down. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
They're probably about one big play from getting into field goal range. I'd go with a 2-deep coverage, make sure my safeties are back to cover all of the field deep.
15 yards through the air and a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. Trying to hurry to the line on the very outskirts of field goal range. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And the kick is good. The young rookie coming through like a 10-year vet. And it'll be a fun time in the Twin Cities tonight. The Vikings win it. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Minnesota, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.